howdy. It's hot. My car's reading 99 degrees, 98.9 degrees. I'm ready to go home and put on some shorts and a tank top. Woo! Alright, listen. I've been getting comments that we're having volume issues again. I don't know what to tell you. I did buy a microphone, but I'm not trying to carry that thing around with me everywhere. You know what I mean? So, I don't have it with me, but I did take it off the Bluetooth off of my car, so hopefully maybe that'll help. I don't know. But just love me through it. Just love me through it. Okay, so I have a Dollar Tree haul. It's 5:30. I got off work, and I was like, you know what? I need to go. We had a busy day. And I was like, I want to go decompress. Let me go piddle around the Dollar Tree. And of course, I guess at the 5 o'clock hour, everybody is at the Dollar Tree. Everybody had the same idea I did. And every aisle I went down, I felt like there was no room for me. And I have to tell myself, Amy, there's room for you in this world. There's room for you. It's fine. You don't have to move out of the way of a 3-year-old that is unleashed from their parents. It's fine. So anyway, I made it. I made it through the chaos. And I got a few things we needed, and then I found a few fun things for fall. So I had to grab them because y'all know my tree, my $1 Christmas tree. I was going to leave it up all year. I ended up taking it down. I did St. Patrick's Day, and then I ended up taking it down. Baby Christopher decided to come early, and I'm like, we're going to need room and space for pack and play. And we, listen, when the kids come and they bring baby, they've come a few times and stayed for several days, and we are a crowded house. So I'm glad I took that tree down. But anyway, I am going to put it back up in the fall, and I don't know what spot I'm going to put it in. I might put it in the big living room where it's out of the way instead of the den where we all kind of congregate. I don't know yet. But anyway, I thought, let me start getting some fall decor. I already have some, but you got to get a few new things every year from the Dollar Tree. So let's just jump right in. The first thing I got, and this is in no particular order because I don't have the energy for order. We ain't got energy for order. Okay, look what I found. This is going to go in my front yard. And I'm not a big fan of yard art. I like my few shepherd's hooks with birdhouses and my bird, you know. But as far as a bunch of yard art, I'll take a few things and be done with it. But this is so cute, and I thought the white would pop pretty against my brown house. Or we can put it in the backyard because we've been spending a lot of time on the deck. I thought that might, ooh, I may have to go back and get a few more for the deck. Anyway, I just got one because I don't want a bunch of clutter. So we'll see if I need to get a couple more. But isn't that cute? And it's just a stick that goes in the ground. Love the white. Love that. All right. And then I found these. What are they called? Picks. Pumpkin picks. So I got 2 in the white, in the ivory, whatever, and 2 in the pumpkin-y, rusty color. Isn't that pretty? Listen, I am a summer girl, but I think I'm good. I think I've had my big dose of summer, and I think I'm ready for, you know, not cold, but I'm ready for cooler temperatures. And I'm even getting mentally prepared for time change, because you know that always messes with me and gives me the blues, and I don't like it. I wish we could just leave the clock alone, but that's a whole other video. So I'm getting mentally prepared for that, but I'm down for some cooler temperatures. So I got these sprigs, twigs, picks, whatever. Okay. Then I found this is just a little lunch packy pack, and it's not the sturdiest thing in the world. You know, it's only $1.25. I did notice, as we all know, prices in the Dollar Tree are going up. Prices with everything in the whole entire world's going up, but whatever. But this was so cute. I don't know how many uses I'll get out of it. But it's just a little hot cold lunch pail, and I thought that would be perfect for work on days where I just need a few granola bars, a few apples, my peanut butter, you know, or a little Tupperware of something. But it's cute as a button, and they had all different colors, but I almost went for the pale pink, but this it's kind of a green. It's coming off more blue, but it's more green, a more minty green. But this just kept calling out to me, so I went with this color. Cute, little cutesy lunch bag. Okay. There's that. Then I got my usual, I got my baggies. I think I have another box at home. I have a box open. I may have another box, but I may not. So I went ahead and grabbed one. These are my favorite. I found some pins because I need more pins, like I need a hole in my head. But Dollar Tree had an abundance of all different kind of new pins. And I was like, let me grab those. Let me turn this. I feel like I'm having to yell because of the air conditioner, but I can't sit here and be hot, y'all. But these, I got these gel pens with black ink. I love the pastel colors, and they're supposed to glide real smooth. And then I got these in blue ink. Fine, super smooth writing, precise writing. So we'll take those to work, or I'll put them on my end table, use them for my little, I can put them in here. I took my Bible with me because sometimes I'll read on my lunch break, or like you know, Wednesdays and Thursdays when we don't have clinic, I'll get in it. So I always try to keep it with me, so I can put some pins in there. I did get in my Bible today. I'm in 1 Samuel, and I was reading the story of Hannah, and I read it on my phone. I was reading it on my phone. So I got my Bible reading in for the day. I may read some more later, but I think I'm going to put those in there. Have you guys ordered one of these yet? If you haven't, you oughta. They come in all different colors. If I remember, I'll put the link below. So also, I got a shadow stick. This is LA Colors. I am not a fan of LA Colors. I think it's poor quality. I've tried everything LA Colors. The only LA Colors I like is like lip balm, lip gloss. That's it. And I know LA Colors, everybody uses it, but for me, for me, it's crap. I'm just saying. So I don't have to spend a lot of money, but with LA Colors, you legit get what you pay for. And that's okay. But I thought, since the lip balm was pretty good, I needed a shadow stick, so I got one. It was $1.25, and I thought, because mine's about gone, and I thought, before I go spend $9 at the Walmart, let me try this for $1.25, and if it works, great. If not, great. So, if you guys have tried this, let me know. Okay. Found my little honey mustard pretzels. That's a usual purchase for me. I got my peanut butter spread honey, because we don't leave Dollar Tree without it. And one of you guys told me to try the crunchy, so I got the crunchy. I haven't tried the crunchy yet, so I got that. Thank you, whoever told me. I'll be giving that a try. I can't remember who told me. I got some ibuprofen, because at home we have aspirin, but we were needing ibuprofen. Riley jammed her finger, and I was like, she needs some ibuprofen. All we had was aspirin, and I was like, let me grab some ibuprofen. So we got that. And then I found these for Alfie and Kips. They're cat toys, and they have catnip in them. We have bought cat toys for the dogs before on accident, and we didn't know they were cat toys. And Alfred and Kips went nuts, like a cat. They went nuts. And so I saw these, and they're for cats, but they have catnip in them. catnip inside, but they're so cute. Ketchup and mustard packets. Stop. They crinkle. They have catnips. And Alfred loves the little toys. He loves the little toys. So I got him one of those. And then they had Oreos and milk. So Mimi got them puppies some toys. Like, they don't need any more toys. And Kips isn't a big fan of toys, but sometimes he'll, you know, he's old, but every now and then he'll want to play. Every now and then. So we can't leave old Kips out. Sweet Kips McGee. Okay. And then I got my Healthy Balance Old Orchard juice and mango tangerine. These are good just to drink by themselves, or I like to put them in smoothies. And they only have 5 calories for 8 ounces, 2 carbs, no fat, 1 gram of sugar. Low carb, low calorie. But I'm sure it's because they put aspartame in it, which is not good for you. I don't see it on there. And then I got the white grape peach. So I got 2 of those. I like those. Those go pretty fast. I have a bad habit of, well, me and Shane both. Riley won't drink this. She gets her own. Riley's real particular about her groceries, and she'll eat some of our groceries, but she likes to buy her own organic, I mean, pure, natural, you know. I can't afford that life. She's not married, no kids, nothing yet, so she can do that. I can't afford that life. So I do the best I can. But what I was going to say is she won't get into this, probably. She might, but probably not. And Shane and I will just swig it. We'll just take the lid off and swig it out of the bottle. I don't know. I'm sure there's a whole crew of you guys who think that's gross and disgusting. But listen, I'm married to this man. We share everything. You know what I mean? You're going to kiss him. You're going to kiss him and do other married things with him. So there ain't nothing wrong with sharing out of the same bottle. How about that? Okay, moving on. Look at this little guy I found. Isn't he cute? Him a little fox. I love his green collar and the plaid and the orange overalls. I could not help myself. He'll be sitting on my mantle. He sits. He's a sitter. So cute. Okay, there's that. And then look at this garland. Y'all know I'm a sucker for the garland on my fireplace. You already know. I'm a sucker. Look at this. It's 6 feet long. I only got one. Because I like to keep it minimal, y'all know. Because I already have so much stuff in my house that I don't want to I just want to keep the decor minimal. Plus, I don't decorate. I just don't. I do the little bit. I'm happy with it. That's all. That's the end. That's it and that's all, folks. But anyway, isn't this cute? Look at the ribbon. Oh, I love the gold and the orange and the sagey green color. Yep. Love that. I don't like that. What's wrong with my hair? What are we doing here? I don't know. It's the end of the day. Let's try to do a thumbnail. Hide his tag. Maybe that'll turn out. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? We'll figure it out. Okay. Then I found this little, okay, so Stephanie, Coupon Girl, this on you, girl. I put this on you. This is your fault that I bought this. She was buying pencil bags a few videos ago, and I was like, okay, that's cute, that's cute, that's cute. And today, when I was like, I feel like I want one of those, but I don't need it. Well, today at work, I was going through all the pens and the paper clips and all the whatnot in my desk in between patients, and I was like, I need a place to put all these pens. Ta-da! It's not Hello Kitty, but it's kind of a Hello Kitty vibe. It's very infantile. It's very infantile. But we don't care. We're just going to put some pins in it. And it's so cute. I like it because it was clear. but it also had a cute print, and it's pink. Then I found these. I don't know why I feel like I got to explain to y'all why I bought what I bought. I don't know why, but I do. I just want you to know why I bought it. Then I found these 2 cutesy little candles. Now, they don't smell amazing, but the jars, we'll be keeping these jars when the candles burn down. Look how cute. Oh, this one is spring. They're both spring. Oh, this one's lemon. It smells like a fake lemon. So the smell is not fabulous, but these little candles, they don't really burn off a great big aroma anyway. I got it for the packaging. That's too cute. And then this one is lavender. Love the purple. Maybe we should do a thumbnail with these. The lavender smells good. The lavender smells better than the lemon. Aren't those cute? Oh my God, we're doing thumbnail. Oh my God, those are so cute. Do we love them? And when you're done, you can put Q-tips in them, cotton balls, nothing. You can put nothing in. Just because you have a jar don't mean you got to put something in it. You can just leave it sitting out because it's cute. You don't have to put nothing in it if you don't want to. But they're adorable. They're so cute. I can't handle it. And then I found 2 books, and they look good. I haven't been reading as much because it's been summer, because baby came, because Alex moved, because, I mean, since January, we have had a lot going on, like a lot going on. And so my reading has not been like what it was, but things are starting to even out a little bit. Hopefully, we're going to come into fall. So I have 500 books that I still want to read at home on my shelf, on my 10 bookshelves. But I need more. I need more books. And these look good. This one is called Two Little Girls, a tense, twisting, and compelling best-selling author, Laura Jarrett. I'm going to read the back real quick. When Lizzie's car crashes, her 2 daughters inside, she faces a terrible choice. And when she recovers from her injuries, she has to deal with the impact of that tragedy, as well as the police investigation into it. As Lizzie and her family struggle to come to terms with the events of that night, things take an even darker turn. What exactly happened on that remote country road? Who's responsible? And can the family get through this together, or will the truth finally tear them apart? It's an unput-downable page-turner that takes us deep inside the secret life of a family with plenty to hide and the unthinkable choice one mother is forced to make. So it's suspense, thriller, drama. Love these kind of books. I can only read them in doses. I can only read 2 or 3 and then I have to walk away because it starts setting on my spirit, and I can't. They're not true. You know, it's fiction, but I can only handle it in doses. That's what I'm going to say about that. And then this one is called The Ones We Keep. This is heavy. This is about a mom who has 3 children, and she is walking home from a hike, and she gets news from a passing stranger that one of her sons has drowned. But she doesn't know which one. She doesn't know which one of her sons has drowned. And she decides in that very moment, like, her reality, she can't handle it. She can't handle the thought of that. And so in that moment, she makes a panicked decision that will change her family forever. She says if she never knows which son is drowned, can she convince herself that none of them have? She's shielding herself from reality so she continues to live in a world where all 3 of her boys are still alive. It's an emotional and heartfelt meditation on the nature of loss, the gift of recovery, and the bonds of love. The Ones We Keep tells the story of one family as they learn to face their grief and fight for hope. This one, Bobby Jean Huff thinks us through the unthinkable with grace and unwavering confidence in this riveting story that is wrenching and tender in equal parts. and in the end, so deeply satisfying. So this I feel like is going to be heavy. Anyway, I got these 2 books, so I'll be reading those. Okay? But before I read those, let me show you a book that I ordered, and it's a short read, and I'll be done with it tomorrow or Thursday. So I listen to podcasts, and I'm still want to do a vlog where I share with you guys all the podcasts I listen to, because I got a lot. I listen to a lot. But one of my favorite podcasts, and I'll put it down below, one of my favorite podcasts is called Compelled, and it is a Christian podcast where people get on there, ordinary people, they get on there and they talk about their big God and their testimonies and how he's changed their life, and it's a whole podcast of, and the Della Faye podcast, and we need to do a podcast video. If you guys are interested, let me know. I will tell you the podcast that I listen to. Anyway, Compelled is one of my favorite podcasts. Well, Compelled Podcast, it's a man and his wife. They decided to write a book. And they pulled a few of the testimonies, a few of the stories that they've shared on their podcast, and they put them in a book. It's a real short read. It's got like 7 stories. I'm on my 3rd story. And I'll be done with it. I'll be done with it tomorrow or Thursday. So I'm going to finish this. Compelled, from the hit podcast Compelled. Ordinary People, Extraordinary God. Paul and Sarah Hastings. This is 7 incredible stories of ordinary people who met an extraordinary God. Although their lives are unique, they all came to a point where they found themselves asking questions about truth, God, and the gospel. Based on the hit podcast, Paul and Sarah Hastings bring together real Christians to tell their remarkable stories and share how God is working in the world today. This is one of my favorite podcasts, you guys. Wherever you listen to your podcast, go download Compelled. And then I will put the link for the book below. That's it. That's all I got. I'm going home. Thank you for hanging out with me. I love you. The Lord loves you more. If I forget a link, I need to put a link for the Bible case. I need to put a link for the book. And I feel like there was something else. I'll go back and rewatch and see if I get it all covered. I don't. Okay, I'm going to get home and put on my shorts and tank top. I love you. The Lord loves you more. We'll see you in the next video.